Hello guys, my name is James and welcome to another Eurovision reaction video with me. And today I am going to react to the British entry for the Eurovision Song Contest 2020. The name of the artist is James Newman, not James Habitant but James Newman, and the name of his song is My Last Breath. So James Newman is a prolific singer-songwriter. He has written a lot of songs for some notable artists. The ones I could think of at the moment is his brother John Newman and Calvin Harris. For this year, the BBC, the British Broadcasting Corporation, have decided to cancel their 4-year-old national selection Eurovision You Decide. In order to go internal, they teamed up with record label BMG in order to find their artist and their song for Eurovision. In the end, we finally have our song and artist after a couple of days of chaotic chaos. Prior to the formal announcement of James Newman and his song, there have been some chaos happening online, most especially on Twitter, where his brother John has been sending some cryptic tweets. Early on, people thought it was going to be him, but he's not a signed artist of BMG, so all eyes were on his brother James. And then there was a sort of leak and then everything has been confirmed. And yes, I was able to tune in actually to BBC Radio 1 while I was at work, and I was able to hear the song for the first time, and I needed a second listen once the music video has now been released on Eurovision.tv. So I'm pretty excited to watch it and be able to immerse in the experience. So let's get to it and start reacting. Ooh, this is so exciting.
The breath.
Okay.
The breath is the life force. If you control the life force, the force of life is with you. And there is nothing that can stop you.
I like it. Bop, bop. Sounds very Britpop. Breath. That's bound to stop your tracks. I like this entry. I think it's one of the best that the United Kingdom has ever entered for the Eurovision Song Contest. But I think this is the most competitive song that the United Kingdom has ever entered for a really long while now. But to be fair, I'm always going to be a UK Eurovision fan. I've always been a fan of their entries, even those from the past decade. I just think that, you know, there's sometimes the BBC doesn't always give their most doesn't have the will to really promote their entries in the most possible way there is. But I think with this partnership with a major record label such as BMG, I think they will be able to, you know, take advantage of this opportunity to really go out of their way to probably become the most competitive they can be after all of these years. It's such a shame though that there's not a lot of enthusiasm within the UK, but I hope that, you know, they will be able to see that it's not all about politics, not all about Brexit. It doesn't revolve around them. As long as you send a good song, you send a good artist, and you perform it well, you stage it well, you'll be able to yield the results that you deserve. Sometimes it's always tough every year because the level of competition is always high. So you always have to keep up. And given that the United Kingdom has a thriving music industry, there's always the pressure of having your entries reflect that industry. Which is the same thought applied to Sweden and Italy, which both have similar robust industries of their own. This has the qualities of a really good song for Eurovision. It doesn't necessarily is a song written for the contest, but the kind of song you enter that just happens to be for Eurovision, but not necessarily something that you write for Eurovision. I can see this being played on the radio when you're on the road, and yeah, there's really not much to complain about this, but I think the live performance will make or break this entry, and I have full confidence that the UK will deliver. I mean, there's always an assurance that they will always deliver in terms of staging, because that's one area of expertise that they always excel at. I mean, look at 2008, 2014, 2017, 2016, and 2018. Sans the stage invasion thing. Although there have been times where they drop the ball, but they have more hits than misses. It's just that, you know, this doesn't really come together for them to get a good result at the turn of the century. But given this new level of confidence for the BBC to really go into the right direction, I just wish them the best. Even if it means that we for some time we won't be able to see them hold a national selection, but as long as other record labels aren't willing to send in their artists, send in their best songwriters, and if the public continues to send songs that are written for Eurovision that are of, you know, that are of questionable quality, I think we're not gonna go anywhere in terms of success for the UK. So I'm wishing them a lot of luck. So guys, those are my thoughts. What are yours? Let me know down in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more Eurovision related videos and more. Yeah, this has been James Habitan, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.